Hello, welcome back to my channel. Yes, big up to the seals. Do be subscribing. Yes, we're very close to 1000. Not really, we're 90 away, but we're getting there. We are getting there, guys. If we gain 90 more subscribers throughout the month, we will have 1k. So yes, we are getting there. Reijnders is coming to Man City. So before I even give my opinion and stuff, let me just read this out first, and then I'll give my opinion. So, Reijnders to Manchester City. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place for the Dutch midfielder to join Man City. Deal almost done since yesterday. Okay. As revealed and now being finalized for a package worth 70 million euros. So 70 million euros, we're looking at 60 million pounds with that. Personal terms sealed days ago and formal steps to follow. So I'm guessing that the deal is completely done. It's just paperwork being done and stuff like that. And then he's a Man City player. Big up to Rosa and Wim as well. Hello. I'm happy with Reijnders. I think pretty much every City fan is happy with Reijnders. Big up to Rosa. How are you? So yes, about Reijnders. Actually, there's another one here from City Extra. Yeah, it's the same thing, including bonuses. It's around 70 million euros, 60 million pounds. That's what we're looking at. So, Reijnders. He is a great player for Man City, in my opinion, because he crashes the box, and that gives support to the wingers. Because you look this season at the wingers. Actually, I have a good one. You remember Savio's assist to Grealish this season. So Savio on the right wing goes inside of the box, cuts the ball back. Grealish crashes the box and finishes. Savio picks up an assist. So by crashing the box here, Reijnders is gonna make our wingers a lot better, and he scores goals from the by crashing the box as well. He's good in the air, but we'll get to that in a second. Good, what about you? I'm also doing good, thank you for asking. So let's just look up here. Reijnders, his statistics in Eredivisie? Sorry, in Serie A. He's got 10 goals in Serie A. And most of those are from headers and balls being cut back, he crashes the box. So, our wingers here, they're gonna cross balls in. Reijnders, very good aerial threat. He's gonna pick up goals. So, you look at Savio. He's very good at that crossing. Savio will pick up more assists. And then you look at Doku, who's very good at going into the box and cutting the ball back. He's gonna pick up more assists, because Reijnders will be there to pick up those balls that are coming backwards to him. So Reijnders, for that reason already, he improves our wingers. But of course, if you crash the box, it also takes a defender of Haaland. Because, I mean, if all the defenders are on Haaland, and Reijnders crashes the box unopposed, I mean, he'll just pick up 3 goals. So obviously, by crashing the box, he helps the wingers will get more assists, and he helps Haaland by taking a defender off him. He's high energy, which I really like. He can just run, all game, which is kind of what we needed in that midfield. We all know how the unction went last season. We didn't have energy, and also another thing, I don't think people noticed enough with that uncle midfield. So we would have all the uncles playing, and we played well for 50 minutes, 60 minutes. And then we imploded, because the energy was gone, and they could not keep running. Reijnders doesn't have that problem. He will be able to keep up 90 minutes of a game. So we're gonna fix that collapse with Reijnders and Rodri back in that midfield, and then probably Foden, Marmoush, or Cherki if he does come. So we fix that collapse problem by getting this guy and obviously Rodri coming back. His passing is good, which, I mean, you need to look at passing take up the Manu, you need to look at passing when you're looking for a Pep Guardiola player, because we all know Pep Guardiola loves to pass. But not only is his, I'm not just talking about passing sideways yet, because yeah, Pep Guardiola loves to pass the ball sideways, and that's great and all. But Reijnders, he can play from a bit deeper, he can play a ball forwards, he can play a ball over the top, he can play a ball through. And I'm not gonna say it's De Bruyne level, like it isn't, but he's capable of doing that to a solid level. And again, that's gonna help the wingers, because you play a ball over the top, down the wingers are gonna come onto that, they're gonna run forwards, that's what they're very good at, but it's gonna be a lot more direct. With a player like Reijnders, they're gonna be a lot more direct. And then if he plays a ball through, that's gonna help Haaland, who's gonna come onto these through balls, who's gonna run at target, and he's best when he's one-on-one. That's what Haaland is the best player in the world at. So we're gonna create a lot more scenarios where Haaland is one-on-one, both with centre backs and one-on-one against the goalkeeper, and that way, Haaland is gonna get better. So Reijnders, he improves everyone around him in the team. So Reijnders, I'm very happy with him. Gegenpressing, tiki-taka season is here, people. I don't think it's gonna be quite gegenpressing. That's just not gonna happen, I think, because I think we're gonna defend more deep. I don't think we'll press as much, actually. It's all because we don't have the energy or something. I think it's just tactically more sound for us to start defending deeper than what we have done in the past. I would like to see Man City gegenpressing for once. Like proper gegenpress, heavy metal football, ball going up and down the pitch. That will be good to watch, but I doubt that's what we're getting. Reijnders is also a good runner, and I don't just mean going up and down the pitch, as I said earlier, and being able to run for 90 minutes, but he's intelligent in his runs. If Reijnders makes a run, he frees up other players. Like, for example, let's say Rodri has the ball. Let's take this scenario. Rodri has the ball, and Erling Haaland is being marked, Armush is being marked, and Savio is being marked. What is going to happen is you're going to have the attacking midfielder usually drop down, trying to help build up the play, and Reijnders is then a player who will make the run forward. And that way try to drag away a defender from one of Haaland, Marmoush, or Savio, which it frees up either himself or another attacker. And that season, or this season, we've not had that. Kovacic doesn't do that. Neither does Bernardo Silva. Like, our players right now, they don't make those runs forwards, trying to liberate an attacker by taking a defender away. Our midfield has not done that. This guy should hopefully do that. He's also defensively solid, so we should not concede as many corners as we have done last season. Let's not even talk about the counters. It's a bit of a disgrace. But he'll give us more cover there on the counter. And he allows Rodri as well, because he is defensively solid. He can drop a bit deeper. He allows Rodri to push up higher sometimes, which Rodri is very good at sometimes pushing up and playmaking from deep or shooting from distance. That's something Rodri is great at. He's gonna allow Rodri to do that a lot more. So budget for the transfer as well, it's 70 million euros, that's 60 million pounds. So let's say Man City has a budget of 300 million pounds, right? So we've got a budget of 300 million pounds, 60 million is off for Tijani Reijnders. We've still got 240 million left. We've still got 240 million pounds left to spend. So let's say Cherki. How much will Cherki be? Let me see. And let's see chat here as well. Reijnders now into Dutch squads. Did you get the news on Aït-Nouri? Yes, I'll get that in a second. We need Rodri and Reijnders, absolutely. If we sign Reijnders, you oil up. No, I won't oil up, but I'll be very happy if we get Cherki. I believe you will. But there's no prize being given here right now for this deal. But Cherki. Let's say Cherki, high-end estimate, we pay 30 million, right? Let's say we pay 30 million for Cherki. We still have 210 million left to go buy Aitnuri. Aitnuri is going to be 45 million. So let's say 45 million for Aitnuri. We still have 165 million left to go buy Livramento. Let's say Livramento, 80 million. We still have 85 million left. Like, we still have 85 million left here. And I'm going with high-end estimates. Like, this is a rebuild on budget, isn't it? And it's a very good one. Let's say Juan Garcia. Juan Garcia, release clause, 21 million pounds. So there you go. You still have 64 million pounds left. Let me take out a tactical board here. I'll explain this in a bit, but you get Reijnders, Aitnuri, Cherki, Livramento, a goalkeeper. So let's say Garcia. All for the price of... That's actually ridiculous, isn't it? I understand why rival fans hate us, by the way. Like, look at this. I understand why they hate us. That is 236 million pounds for all of these players. That's great business. Cherki FC. He's 70 million euros. 70 million euros. Like, let me just show this. 70 euros in pounds. That is about 60 million pounds. 70 million euros, 60 million pounds. You have to always convert to pounds, of course. So all of this is at a budget of 236 million pounds. That is not that expensive. We're talking about a world-class goalkeeper, a world-class winger attacking midfielder, a world-class right back, a very good left back, and a very, very good midfielder. By the way, I know that Livramento isn't the topic here, but why are people disrespecting him? Why are people disrespecting Livramento? People are saying overpaying for Livramento. 90 million would be overpaying. Livramento is worth 90 million. It is not overpaying to pay 90 million for Livramento. This guy, because you need to account here, you're gonna get 20 million in English tax. That's just gonna happen. This guy is worth 70 million. He's worth 70, 80 million. So paying 90 million for this guy is not overpaying. People don't rate this guy. He is the reason, or he is at least half of the reason, why Newcastle's defense is as good as it is. So I get it. He's not going forwards as much. He's not as flashy and all of that. You get Aitnuri on one side and Livramento on the other. You fix part of the homegrown problem. You fix our defensive problem in not having a right back. And he's a very good right back. He can form that back three Pep loves. I don't know why people disrespect Livramento so much. So this is a genuinely world-class rebuild with a low budget. Are you guys still going for fullbacks? Yes. We'll get to fullbacks in a second, I suppose, because I've got some news here, somewhere, on Aitnuri. Here we go. Aitnuri news. So, let me read the rest of what you're saying. What about Carreras? Yeah, I will take Livramento at a heartbeat. Bayern München fan, by the way. He is a beast. So, I get it. He doesn't go forwards that well. Like, I'm not sure what Livramento's stats are, assisting-wise. Like, I get it. He only gets one assist. He's not that great going forward. But this guy is a defender. You don't get past this guy. Like, you just don't get past this guy. People need to understand that. But when we're talking here about playing against very, very tough wingers, let's say next season we play against PSG, Kvaratskhelia, Doué, Barcola. These are very tricky wingers. Livramento, oh, he won't get the assist. Yes, he will not get the assist. He will not. But you know what he'll do? He will stop Kvaratskhelia or Doué or Barcola or whoever he plays against from scoring. He is such a quality player. I don't know why people don't rate him. Big up to Stop Making Sense. Livramento had a bad season, but he is still quality. He did not even have a bad season. Like, he had a bad season by his own standards, but he was still top 3 right back, in the Premier League. Like, this guy in a bad season is still one of the best right backs in the Premier League. People need to put respect on him. Livramento is sus in defense. No, he isn't. He's great defensively. He stops all the counters from coming in. He stops crosses from coming in. That's exactly what he's great at. He's very, very good defensively. So yeah, he doesn't get the goal and stuff, but defensively, he's great. And technically, I don't care. He's technically sound, but I don't care about that, because what I want is a defender who just defends. He will not let these swingers get past him too easily, which is what we've been having all season with Nunez. But get statistics. Statistics look bad because he inverts. Because what Newcastle do is they invert Livramento and he goes into midfield. Those statistics look bad. But those statistics mean nothing, because he's not playing on right back. And he does play on right back, like, not last season, but the season before that. He's incredibly good defensively. So, statistics, this is where statistics are the problem. When you have fullbacks who invert, their defensive statistics look bad, but it doesn't mean they defend poorly. That's just how defensive fullbacks look on a statistic, or the inverting fullbacks look on a statistical sheet. We have Lyman as right back. Offensively good, but suck at defense. Playing high line, I will love Livramento. Yeah, and high line especially, Livramento is great in a high line as well. But all round he's very, very solid. And again, at Man City will, in fact, let me pull up something different. Because this is a bit of a mess to look at, isn't it? Man City will not play the same way that Newcastle will. Newcastle like to push up the pitch, and they like to have their back 3, with the left back being the third option and Livramento going into midfield. And then you have something like this. And then you have the players all pushing up, and then Livramento kind of holds the double pivot. Man City plays completely differently going forwards. So what Man City is going to do is Aït-Nouri. Well, wait, it's not. Aït-Nouri is going to push up. Aït-Nouri is going to play as the winger. He's going to be an inside winger. Foden probably here. Yeah, let me just quickly draw this up. There you go, Reijnders as well. Reijnders. Haaland, where are you? There you are. And then Livramento is gonna play like this. Livramento. So he's gonna be back in this back 3. This is completely different from how Newcastle use Livramento. So this is a system where Livramento's defensive ability is gonna look a lot better, because he's just gonna be in this defensive area. This area where he defends is where he's best, defensively. His passing is still gonna be useful, because he'll have a winger here, probably Cherki, if we're being honest. So Cherki probably gets number, I don't know, 11, 10. Let's go with 10. So in this system, he'll be a lot better than he is at Newcastle and going into midfield. Do you rate Scully Manu? Can't lie, I've never even heard of him. Scully Manu. Joe Scully, is that what you mean? You're asking Manu if he rates Joe Scully. Okay. Yeah, I'm stupid. My apologies. Yeah, I've never heard of this guy. I don't know that much, but defensively he is not that good. Yeah, Joe Scully. Now I feel stupid. I've never watched him, so I can't say, but Manu says he's not that good defensively, so I'll trust Manu. He watches Bundesliga. So, I haven't even talked about Cherki. Yeah, you guys distracted me there with with Livramento. So, Ryan Cherki is almost certainly coming to Man City. Official bid from Man City will be submitted in the next hours. When was this posted? 10 a.m. Let's see if there's an official bid yet. Let me refresh here, Capriccio. Any bid yet coming through? 20 minutes ago. Juan Garcia will... Fuck this, man. How have you even gone in for him? Next season, yeah? Next season, you're gonna be playing with fucking Ederson, who can't stop a single shot. And they're gonna have the best young goalkeeper coming up. Man, fuck this. I'm so tired of our goalkeeper, man. We've not had a good goalkeeper since Joe Hart left, bro. Give me a good goalkeeper. Ederson had like 6 good months in his whole career. It's honest to treble, but it's the only 6 months he's had in his career. Don't feel it happens. Wait, what? You a Madrid fan? No. But why did Pep change the model from centre backs on the flanks to high flying fullbacks? It's simple, isn't it? Because in the treble season, let me open another tactical pad. In the treble season, we had Diaz, Stones, we had Akanji. Akanji was actually good in the treble season. Where is he? We had Aki over here as well. And this was a very solid back line. Okay. And if we needed to play against a tough winger, we played with Kyle Walker. So Walker back then was still very good. So in the treble season, this worked as a back line because you just did not get past it. And Stones went into midfield. And then you would have Rodri. You had De Bruyne. Where is De Bruyne? Here he is. You had De Bruyne, who was still good that season, and you formed this box midfield. That's what you created, a box midfield, and that's still what Pep Guardiola seeks to create, a box midfield. But he does it differently now. So, in the treble season, that box midfield was created by a centre back pushing up. Now it's created, and you still have this back three. Like, you still have this back three. Now it's created by pushing up a full back, forming a back three with your older full back and your centre backs, and the full back becomes the winger. Like, this is the system now. The full back becomes the winger becomes the midfielder, and that is the system you create. It's the same system as this. It's just a different way of doing it. It's just a different way of doing it, because nobody can do John Stones' job. Nobody that we have can do that job. So that's why we switched. And then we had whoever we had on right wing. Changed every week. Sorry, on left wing. Of course, it was Grealish. Grealish was good that season, but he was good half that season. He wasn't that good before January. Nah, he's not that good. Not anymore. He's not that good anymore. Because wingers you have are ass now. He had to change, unlike Ford. No, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. The box midfield is a tactic that has existed in like 1960. Box midfield is something from the 1960s, so he didn't really steal that. That's just a very old tactic. But he reinvented it in a way. He absolutely did reinvent it. So, now, Pep Guardiola creates box midfield like this. Oh, I did not mean that. Creates box midfield by having the fullback push up, Marmoush invert, and then you have Cherki out here. The white Cherki can come in, Foden, rotate. They can do that all they like. Nori can even come inside and rotate. That's the beauty of these blades. They can all rotate with each other. That's the beauty with them. But this is a more flexible box midfield for starters. If you look at this box midfield, it's not that flexible. Gundogan can go on the wing, but Grealish can go in midfield and stuff, but not that great attacking wise. Like, sure, he'll hold onto the ball and stuff, but that wasn't Gundogan's job, not his sole job. So this box midfield, yeah, sure, Silva can come into midfield, but again, it's not as good. This is a box midfield, which is better. This box midfield is more fluid at the very least. Maybe played for the player, it's not better, but the fluidity is a lot better. Even Reijnders can push up higher. John Stones couldn't really do that because, of course, he's a centre back, so he had to drop down again. So it's a different way of doing it. Our wingers this season in Savio and Doku, they haven't been good enough. But the wingers we're gonna get in, Cherki probably the only one, but Cherki getting in, now having Marmoush, those are very good wingers in my opinion. I do rate McNall, but a lot of people have told me he's had a bad season. I've not watched AC Milan that much this season, so I'll just trust people who tell me that McNall has not had that great of a season. McNall is also a bit older than what I'm hoping for. Like, I'm not gonna be Epstein FC here. Like, he's still young, but yeah, 29. He's still quite young for a goalkeeper. But what I was hoping for was Juan Garcia Chevalier, one of the young goalkeepers who's up and coming, can stop shots. Just stop a shot. Don't concede. But there are goalkeepers out there, absolutely. He wasn't good in the first place. That Stegen was good for you for like 2 or 3 years. But then he fell off. Yeah, we now... yeah, we know, but who executed efficiently lately? Nobody, but that's why we're getting new wingers. Marmoush finishes effectively. Cherki is a good finisher, so that's why we got Marmoush in January, and that's why we're getting Cherki now. And Foden can finish as well, so because people are arguing, will Foden be in midfield or will Cherki be in midfield? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Either we have Cherki here or we have Foden here. They're gonna rotate all game anyhow, because they both like to rotate with each other. Like, they'll just rotate, so it doesn't matter who starts in midfield. It's gonna be the same anyhow. So now we have players who can finish, unlike before. We do have Urbi. I've not watched too much of Urbi. Liam from Bayern View doesn't rate him, I believe. I don't know. I ain't watched Bayern München enough. He's better than washed Neuer. Neuer is just way washed. I'm not sure why he still plays football, to be honest. Man City are... Oh right, the Cherki... the Aitnouri news. Man City are advancing on Ryan Aitnouri deal. After initial talks... let me reread that. We're advancing on Aitnouri after initial talks taking place with Wolves. Next steps to follow in the upcoming days after the player's green light reported over the weekend. Okay. My own comments. I hate these types of updates because it's like, we're advancing, we're monitoring the situation, we're holding talks. Like, okay, just tell me, when is it gonna happen? If I had to predict, I'd say Aitnouri is gonna happen sometime in the next 2 or 3 days. I'll say 2 or 3 days is when Aitnouri happens, I believe. I thought Aitnouri was going to be first thought in though, because Aitnouri, the manager of, or not manager, sporting director of Angers, did say that the deal with Man City and Aitnouri was already completed in January, but that the agency flopped the deal, and that's why it didn't go through. Aitnouri sacked his agency. He went to a new agency, same one that represents, was it Mbappé, I believe, or something like that. So he got a completely new agency. And Hakimi, it was Hakimi. So he's in the same agency now that represents Hakimi. So I believe that this deal would get done a lot sooner. But not sure why it didn't. But we're getting it over the line. Maybe they changed their minds at Wolves and they're demanding more money now. Cut my goat some slack. This will be his last season. Still has a contract actually. I can't lie, yeah. I can't lie. He should have won the Ballon d'Or in 2014. The disrespect goalkeeper's face, man. 2014, Neuer should have walked the Ballon d'Or. 2022, Courtois should have had it. But these men don't respect the goalkeeper, you know. I hope he would go for the Barcola. Yeah, I don't know if he needs Barcola. I don't know if he needs Barcola, my guy. Give it to City. I'll sort it out. Yeah, I wasn't really making a statement here, but I was just giving you facts. But let's talk about this. So, this is our current squad with Reijnders coming in. Reijnders comes in. This is the squad we have. Garcia no longer an option. Sad days. Messi didn't win it though in either of those years. It was Ronaldo and Benzema who won it in those 2 years. But I get your point, but yeah, they did not win it that year. So okay. Anyhow, so we have now 31 players, and 19 of them are not homegrown. That is not including these guys. Yeah? Let's say Aït-Nouri comes to Man City. So O'Reilly becomes an extra backup option. We're now at 32 players, and 20 of them are not homegrown. Okay, let's say Livramento comes in. Great, Livramento comes in. This is such a... Okay, you've got one less not homegrown player in your starting 11, but you're still with 20 not homegrown players and a squad size now of 33. So you've got a squad size of 33. So Pep Guardiola wants a squad of 34. 24. Now let's say Cherki comes in. Okay, Cherki comes in. Savio join the wingers over here. Now you've got another not homegrown player in that squad. And that is a total of 21 not homegrown players. 21 and a squad of 34 players. Yeah, bro. Our old set-piece coach was a disgrace, bro. Our old set-piece coach was a disgrace. Bro, our set-pieces, I don't know how they can be that bad, but that's what they were. 34 players, man. 34 players. 21 of them are homegrown. If you don't know, you're only allowed 17 not homegrown players. So we need to get at least 10 players out. At least. Stones. It looks like John Stones is gonna join Everton. Great. You've got one player less. Who else? Scott Carson. Contract is running out. Let's assume his contract runs out. We don't extend contract runs out. Great. But we're gonna replace him. Let's say Forster. An old goalkeeper who is gonna serve the same function as Carson. So Carson leaves, but he's being replaced. That doesn't really do anything for us. It's very difficult because I want 2 central midfielders on the bench. I want to have 2 full-backs on the bench and 3 centre-backs on the bench. Don't sayonara. Though he's been at the hospital more than he's been at games for Man City. Doku, absolutely not. Savio, I'm willing to give one more year. Doku is a big no. Bernardo. Yeah, Bernardo Silva has to leave. Although it will be difficult to get him out. Let's start with the players who we are already sure will leave. Gundogan is going to Galatasaray, most probably. So that's Gundogan gone. And we're now down to a meager squad of 32 players. And 20 of them are not homegrown. Calvin Phillips. It's going to be difficult to sell this guy. Like it or not, he's probably being loaned out. We're not going to sell him. We just can't sell him. So, okay. Phillips gone. Great. That reduces our squad size to 20. Let's count it. 4, 6, 4, 5, 6, 10, 40. Wait, what? Did I miscount this? 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 7, 21. 21, okay. I must have miscounted somewhere. So we've still got 32 players on our books. Great. Oh, I know where it's a mistake. It says it's supposed to be 4. Yeah, that's a mistake. We still got 31 players, yes. So, Silva, Phillips, Grealish are going out. Yes, Grealish probably. Grealish. What is Grealish? I put him in midfield. Oh, I put him on the wingers. So Grealish most probably leaving. Looks like he's being linked with Tottenham right now. So there you go. Grealish is gone. Will Lewis get time with these new signings? That's difficult to say. I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he has the physicality required for the Premier League. So I don't think he's good enough, personally. Ederson saying? Probably. Sad days, but yes, probably saying. Terrible goalkeeper always has been, but people rate him because, I don't know, he passes the ball well. Like, don't put him in midfield. Put him in midfield. Nunez? I'm not sure if Nunez is leaving, to be honest. I'm not sure if Nunez is leaving. Because Pep Guardiola, Pep is a weird guy. He abuses Nunez, and then he'll keep him. That's how he does this stuff. Weird manager sometimes. McAtee is almost certainly leaving. So McAtee, there you go. We're down to 29 players. We've still got 20 not homegrown players. I mean, Akanji has to go. Akanji has to go, in my opinion. No. Alf, I know you not rate any of these players. Mitoma, Gakpo. I do rate Gakpo, but I don't think he's great. I think he's okay. Mitoma is very bang average. Liao is terrible. So, if I would prefer one, I would pick Gakpo. I think Gakpo does a job. He's not great, but he does a job. Mitoma, he has one good game, he's shit for 5 days. One good game, shit for 5 games. Liao, just not a good player than him. I also think Ederson leaves, and we get Trafford back, adding homegrown and a decent young goalkeeper. The news around Ederson, though, is that he is staying. Let's go to City Extra here. The news around him is that he is staying. Let's look up Ederson here on everything. Ederson. Yeah, so Ederson is open to a move to Saudi. But Pep Guardiola has asked both of them to stay. Pep Guardiola has asked both of them to stay. Gakpo ball striking is nuts. Yeah. Ake before Akanji. Why so? Ake is a better defender. He's homegrown. He can play on the left back area where we don't have anyone right now. His wages are not as high, I believe. So why Akanji staying over Ake? being injury prone is not that big of a deal if you're on the bench. Because Aki is just gonna play when Aitnuri is not playing. He's gonna be a rotational player. Leao is on his day a player. He isn't though. His best games is still mediocre, but he just gets a goal. Reijnders is not coming to Saudi, I can confirm that. But we got a Saudi man in here apparently. Man, we are really sucking this transfer market. Skill issue for Bayern München. I'd prefer we keep Moreno and add Trafford and sell Reijnders. Ortega wants to leave. That's the funny thing. Ortega wants to leave, Reijnders wants to stay, Pep has asked them both to stay. So I don't... You know what I think here? I think Ortega will leave. I think Reijnders will stay, to be honest. So, Ortega, if he leaves, Trafford is not coming to sit on the bench. So, big up Alf. Let's hope we get Cherki here. We go soon. Absolutely. Cherki, top-notch baller. If you haven't watched him, Cherki yet, don't talk to me about Cherki if you haven't watched him. Because I see so many people talking about Cherki. Oh, he's got no discipline. He's fast. This, that. I know you haven't watched him. When you tell me these things about Cherki, I know you haven't watched him. Because if you had watched him, you would not care that he is fat. Nobody gave a fuck that Diego Maradona was overweight. You know why? Because he was just that good. And I'm not saying that Cherki is Diego Maradona. But you know what? He's very, very good. And he's genuinely one of the biggest carry jobs in football, in recent football history. The way he has carried that much, sorry, not much to say, Leonti is a joke. And people don't rate Cherki, yeah? Just tell me you haven't watched him. Just tell me you haven't watched Cherki. Don't pretend here that you haven't watched him. I know. If you don't rate him, you haven't watched him. I know. I was aware that Ake was homegrown. Yeah, a lot of people don't seem to know that. But yeah, Ake came through Portland's Academy, is it? So yeah, he is homegrown. A lot of people don't know that apparently. So it's Victor Hayes, by the way. Victor Hayes is not homegrown yet, but in 2 more years he will be homegrown. So yeah. Anyhow, who else do we get out here? And if we get a winger out, by the way, I do believe we need to replace them. So I know a lot of people want Doku out. I don't mind, but then you need to go buy a Doku replacement. Yeah, I'll go with Akanji. I'll go with Akanji having to go. That gets us to 3 center backs, which I think is just fine. That's what I meant to do. I think 3 center backs is just fine. Takes care of another homegrown spot. We still need to get rid of 2 homegrowns. Was Chelsea Academy? I thought he was Bournemouth. 1 second. McAtee is probably leaving. He is probably leaving. I'm not sure to where, but he is probably leaving. And he should, really, he should. Go have a career somewhere. He's too good to sit on the bench all the time. My god, transfer market is so slow. Transfers. Transfer market needs to fix our servers, you know. Our servers are potato tough. Note please. Potato servers in it. Anyhow. Oh yeah, he was at Chelsea's academy. Okay, I did not know that. So obviously he came through Feyenoord's youth, but he went to Chelsea's academy. And that's why he's homegrown. Because he was at Chelsea's academy. You need to be at an English club for 3 years to be homegrown. Before you are 21. So you need to be 3 years before you turn 21 at an English club. So for example, Peter Hayes is gonna be homegrown because he'll be here for 3 years before he turns 21. I'm not sure about Echeverry. In fact, I don't believe Echeverry will be homegrown. He's already 19, so he's been here once. Yeah, no. Actually, that he can't become homegrown. Yeah, I thought he was at Bournemouth's academy because he played for the Bournemouth. But okay. Apparently he was Chelsea's academy. So yeah, McAtee is probably leaving. This midfield, we still need to get rid of players here, man. Okay, Walker, by the way, is going out on loan. Because we can't sell this guy. So we need to commit some ritual sacrifice to get Carl Walker out of this club. Same with Phillips. They just won't leave, man. They just won't leave. What players at this point do we get rid of? Nunez, I'd say as a... by the way, where does O'Reilly play? Does O'Reilly play left back? Does he play midfield? Does he play box to box? Where does O'Reilly play? That's not a question we need to ask. If O'Reilly plays in midfield, you can sell Kovacic. Like, you can sell Kovacic, put O'Reilly in midfield, and then you are down to only 18 not homegrown players. Silva is who we're looking at to go next, and Nunez. You get these two out, then you've only got one fullback option. And I don't rate Lewis enough. And this is tough. Kovacic out. Was seeing news that he could leave. Really? I've not seen any news yet that he could leave. Let's see. Kovacic. Oh yeah, he had that surgery, didn't he? I don't see any news that he could leave here. Yeah, no news that he will leave. Not that I see anyhow. But after his surgery, by the way, it might be difficult to get rid of him. It might be difficult to get rid of him. I would sell Lewis, personally. Oh, sell, not loan. I would sell Lewis. Let's bring Kovacic back. Here we go. You can come back. Lewis will go. So obviously our homegrown goes up again. But no, it doesn't, because let's say we sell Silva. But who do we sell Silva to? This is the problem. We have a lot of players to sell, and funds matter. Chances are we're still in for 2 players and a keeper after the Club World Cup. Yes. Simpson Bolse is a very good player, in my opinion, but he's not Man City level. He's not top club level. But you put him in a Crystal Palace, in a Brentford, in a Fulham. That is where he'll shine. He'll be a very good player for a mid-table team. On the 21st. Victor Hayes is not even... Victor Hayes is not 19 yet, is he? Oh, he is at 19, okay. Yes, 19. So he doesn't count as homegrown either then. So what? Sell him. Sell him. Sell him. I'm being toxic and negative here. Get this man out. Get this man out. Bring in Simpson Percy. You know what? I would prefer Booth. Because we've actually seen him play football. But yeah, he's not Man City level either. I think it's 3 seasons, so you have to be here for 3 seasons. So Victor Hayes will be here this season. He'll be here next season at 19. And he'll be here the season after. So 3 seasons before turning 21. So I think that's how it works. Let's look that up. Homegrown rule Premier League. Let's look it up, how exactly it works. Premier League. Homegrown. A homegrown player means a player who, irrespective of nationality or age, has been registered with any club affiliated to the Football Association or the Football Association of Wales, okay, for a period, continuous or not, of three entire seasons. Okay, 3 entire seasons. Stop ruining my fun. Or 36 months before his 21st birthday. 36 months is 3 years, of course. Okay. So it has to be 3 entire seasons. Half seasons don't count. Anyhow, Silva, you try to get this guy out. Who buys Silva to? Like, this is my problem. We've got all these plates I want to get rid of, but like, who do we sell them to, man? Who's gonna buy Silva? And 10 people say we sell them cheap. I say that. That's what I want. But nobody's buying these, man. Nobody's buying these, man. Big up to Don as well, I guess. So let's say Silva cool. Okay, great. We now have 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 14 players. Yep, and we've still got 3 plates that we need to get rid of. Actually, no. Only 1 plate we need to get rid of, actually. For the squad size of 24, we need to get rid of 1 player. And it has to be not homegrown. I mean, who else than Nunez can you get rid of? Who else than Nunez can you get rid of? I agree, Mateus, but we're not doing that. That's my problem. Have you heard I stepped down from my position? I saw that, Donna. I'm no longer a board member either. Yes, Donna Cullen has stepped down, which is probably a undercover way of saying she's been sacked, but we try to be respectful. Get rid of Foden. Doesn't solve the not homegrown problem. In fact, it makes it worse. It makes it worse. I think we have to let Nunez go. In all honesty, I think we have to let Nunez go. But I don't like that, because now we have only 1 fullback on the bench. We have only 1 fullback on the bench now. And it's Aki, who's very injury prone, as we all know. This is the problem with Pep Guardiola's small squad. You have adequate depth in every position, with just 1 plate extra. You get 1 plate extra, you've got that right back there. But Pep Guardiola doesn't want a 24-man or 25-man squad. He says 24 is the maximum. He wants a smaller squad than 24, but he says 24 is the maximum I will take. So there we go, I suppose. That is the squad now. Let's count that to be short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 not homegrown players. 7 not homegrown players. Obviously, Echeverry and Victor Hayes don't count yet. Not yet. No, I'm not sacked in the morning. I resigned. The truth is, I resigned. No. Donna. This is... like, you know when they say... thank you for all your work. And we don't have anything against you. But economically, the situation is difficult. So we would like you to resign. That means either you resign and keep some dignity, or we will fire you. And that is what's happened. It's not that Donna Cullen resigned, it's that she was pressured into leaving under the threat of being sacked. And if she's sacked, that is a bad image for your next employer. He is lying. It's all assumptions. Bro, that's how the football world goes. It's a nasty business. Nasty business. I resigned so I can focus more on family. Big up to Donna. Big up to Donna. Obviously I'm just joking with. Anyhow. I would like to get Doku out, Because Victor Hayes will at some point count as not homegrown. He doesn't yet, but at some point he will. Once Victor Hayes counts, then we're over our limit again. So I will take Doku out. Doku, bye-bye. I will bring in Morgan Rogers. Let's give him the number 10. Now this is not happening. This is not happening. Just a disclaimer. The chances that this happens are very, very small. And if it does happen, remember, you heard it here first and I'm in the know. But yeah, this is not happening. But this is what I would personally do. Because this way, you have a winger who can play in midfield. On the wing. And then you're only one player short in another right back. I would get another right back then. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is our right back, I do rate. A lot of people don't rate Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but listen, you can't have world-class players on the bench, like you just can't. Let's look at the bench, by the way. Would we say that any of the players on the bench are world-class? Excluding Yuma Ba. Yuma Ba is potentially world-class, but of the rest, I would not say that any of them are world-class players. It's very difficult to have world-class players on your bench without them leaving within 5 minutes. Like, take Julian Alvarez. He was playing more games than anyone else in the 4-piece. But he knew when Man City gets De Bruyne back and Haaland back, I will be on the bench. World-class player, getting plenty of minutes. But he knew at some point I'll be on the bench again, and he left. So it's very difficult. Like, people say there's have 2 world-class players in every position thing. It doesn't work like that, it doesn't. You can't have 2 world-class strikers, you simply can't. You can't have 2 world-class right wingers, because one of them will leave. You can't have 2 world-class sixers, because one of them will leave. The one that doesn't play will leave. You can't have 2 world-class goalkeepers. We have 2 shit goalkeepers, like Ederson, Ortega, shit goalkeeper. Yeah? And they're fighting with each other. Ederson wants to leave because he doesn't play enough. And these are shit goalkeepers. Now imagine 2 world-class goalkeepers. So there's this idea here of 2 world-class players in every position. That just doesn't happen. And the reason why I say all of that, is to make you understand why I want Wan-Bissaka. He's defensively solid. He's a similar profile to Livramento. He's shit going forwards. But against the bottom 5 teams in the table, in the cup games, he can do a job. He is a rotational player. So the reason why I say all of that is because I want... and it doesn't have to be Wan-Bissaka, by the way. Wan-Bissaka is the player I keep coming back to, because people know who Wan-Bissaka is. Same with Morgan Rogers. I very strongly doubt we get Morgan Rogers. I very strongly doubt we get Wan-Bissaka. But we need a player of that profile, of that level, to sit on the bench, to come on, take some minutes out of a game where we're winning 3-0, to rest out better players, to play if Livramento gets injured, to play in the cups against weak opposition. That's what we need these players for. So it doesn't have to be Wan-Bissaka and Rodgers, but it has to be homegrown for me, players who are good enough to play against weaker teams and also not world class, immediately want to leave after 1 season and demand impossible wages. Anyhow, let's see if there's any updates here. Let's see if there's any updates from City Extra. No, I resigned. Will Mukasa play with the first team? How old is Mukasa? Because people keep hyping this man up. He's 17. He's 17. You know what? Let me show you guys something. Transfer market Foden. All seasons. And Premier League. Just Premier League. And it's gonna take a while to load here. Because, welcome to Transfermarkt. Can someone please infiltrate Transfermarkt and get them to upgrade their servers? Like those servers, yeah, they're not disgraceful. Someone go there and tell them, upgrade your servers. Cool. Anyhow, go faster, Transfermarkt. What I'm trying to show you guys, here we go. It's Foden breaking through at Man City. So his birthday is at the end of the season. So in 2002, in 2002, one season he's 0 years old. So in 17-18, he's 17 years old. And the season that he's 17 years old, he only played 44 minutes. This is Phil Foden. Played 44 minutes in the season that he was 17 years old. Let's see Mukasa. This guy will be 18 years old. 18 years old next season. Foden only played 329 minutes season he was 18. And Foden was ahead of Mukasa in development. So Mukasa next season, will he play maybe 100 minutes? Maybe, if he's lucky, 200 minutes? But will he play more than that? I strongly doubt that. So if it brings through Mukasa, like this is the thing, right? You bring through Mukasa, great, that is great. You bring through Mukasa instead of maybe Rodgers. So Mukasa, can he play on the wing? Maybe he can, maybe he can't. I won't pretend I know. I've not watched him enough. And with enough, I mean not at all. But he's won 2 youth FA Cups, by the way. Let's see, has he played on the wing? He has played right wing. He has played right wing, okay. So then you have your Mukasa to play right wing, to play midfield sometimes. Probably mostly right wing and then top, well maybe do more midfield work. It depends on how it goes. But he's not gonna play a lot. There's not a player that's gonna play a lot of football. And people need to be calm with that. Like, people hype up these young players so much. We've not seen them in the first team, and that's not a sly on him. But you can't always grade these players based off youth games and tournaments. It's very difficult. Anyhow, I did say that I was gonna check on some transfer news if there was anything new coming out, and then I didn't check. So it doesn't look like anything is coming through here. Man City are set to add Liverpool's opposition analysis. James French. We are adding a serial killer to our fucking team graph. Okay. Yeah, Liverpool. Let's do Liverpool. Liverpool. James French. Let's see who this guy is. James French. As a first team opposition analysis in whatever. In July 2012. Born and raised in Portugal, James moved to Scotland, where he graduated in 2010 with a degree in applied sports science at the University of Edinburgh. Edinburgh, whatever. Between September 2010 and June 2011, he was an intern at Swansea City, working alongside the Reds' former head of opposition analysis, Chris Davies, and under stewardship of former Swansea and Liverpool boss, Brendan Rodgers. Okay. From there, James secured a role as a performance analysis with the Football Association of Wales. while he simultaneously studied for a master's degree in performance coaching and analysis at the University of South Wales. Okay. After 11 months with the FWA, he began working as a member of Liverpool staff. He is now an integral part, hear that, integral, of the analysis department under Jurgen Klopp. Okay, he said it's been an honor to be working at one of the biggest clubs in the world. Is that all? There you go. That is who this guy is. He's been a big part of Liverpool's team since 2012. So we have added him to the team. Where did I open this? Oh, here. James French has been murdered. Go. So we're out here adding serial killers to our, Oh yeah! Matthijs in the bin, by the way. Matthijs, you wanna come on and talk about this? Morgan Gibbs White now looks more likely to stay at Nottingham Forest. You know what my thing is, yeah? Gibbs White is an okay player for me to play off the bench, to be a bit part player, a rotational squad player. But to pay 70 to 80 million for that was too much, I think. Especially when you could go spend that money on Livramento, who is homegrown, quality right back, can do all the things Pep likes. Hopefully not invert too much, because I know Pep likes fullbacks to invert, but I think he's better when he just stays back a bit. So Livramento looks like a better option for me as that homegrown player, because you'll pay the same amount of money for more quality and for more games. Because also, a lot of people are talking about Gibbs White, isn't it? But where does he fit into this team? If we look right now, we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players at minimum that have to be sold. Potentially 9. You're looking at Phillips and Walker who have to go. And if you add Ederson and Ortega into that, you're now on to 11 players sold, and then another 2, which is 13 total, going out on either sold or loan. Carson obviously leaving at the end of his contract. De Bruyne has already left. Like, you're looking at 15 players out in a single window. I mean, that is an exodus. That is what I am hoping for. But it will be great, but I don't see it happen. Like, I just don't think that much will happen. If we could get him for Kovacic, though, I am currently working from home. Oh, big up. Just put the show on in the background. Great show. Thank you, Matthijs. Why are you chatting in here and not focusing on your work? Frauds, this guy. Frauds. Just like Gibbs White. Pure fraud settings. Anyhow. We've talked about a bit of everything here. So, like and subscribe if you haven't already. We are at 25 likes. I will not end the stream until we get to 30. I think we can get to 30. So, like the stream if you haven't already. Get me to 30 likes. Because you guys are frauds, by the way. How do I have like 300 views in a stream and only 30 likes? And then, or 26 likes. And then another stream, I'll have like 120 views. And I'll have like 25 likes as well. Some of y'all are just not liking, isn't it? Some of y'all are frauds. I want 4-3-3 line up with Reijnders at the World Cup for the Netherlands. So, well, since you're not Dutch, or do you mean Club World Cup? Do you mean Club World Cup? When? Club World Cup or like the real World Cup? Because in Club World Cup, what are we playing in Club World Cup? That is actually a good question. Let's go back to this tactical plan. So 4-3-3, let's say Guardiola Diaz, Livramento, Actually, no, not Livramento. Livramento will not be complete for the Club World Cup. Glodry probably won't play too much in the Club World Cup. It will be his pre-season. He'll come off the bench a bit. He'll warm up, but... yeah, Club World Cup. Okay. Club World Cup. So I'm guessing it's gonna be Gonzalez, Reijnders. Right, Nuri should be here. Right, Nuri should be here already. So this is kind of the midfield we're looking at. Foden, Marmoush, Cherki. Is that what we're saying? Club World Cup. Actually, you have Echeverri there, don't you? So maybe Echeverri. Marmoush will need some rest. Marmoush has played a lot of football. Let me check how many minutes this guy has this season. Because he has a lot of minutes this season. We play against Juventus. Do we? Club World Cup. Let's see here. And 6. Yeah, we do. Juventus. Okay. We play against Al-A, Juventus, and Wydad. So Juventus should be the only tough game in there. And then it's round of 16. How does that work? Yeah, and then it goes to round of 16. So we just need to beat Wydad and what was the other team? Al-A. Okay, we need to beat Al-A and Wydad. Apologies for the pronunciation. Where are these guys? Okay, Morocco. Then Casablanca. Go! If you don't know who Casablanca is, Casablanca chess. Or well, Capablanca. Yeah. Casablanca chess. Go. Anyhow, let's close this. Casablanca, Capablanca, it sounds the same, doesn't it? Anyhow. Yes, Omar Marmoush. He has played a lot of minutes. Because people forget here, this guy was playing in the Bundesliga before the game tour. And he played almost every game with us. So he played a lot of minutes. 3,600. So maybe we need to go a bit easier on him in the Club World Cup. Meanwhile, Foden needs to get back in shape. So maybe Foden to play in the Club World Cup. Haaland, he's coming back from injury. He needs a place to stretch his legs a bit, I suppose. So Haaland to probably play there. Nunez right back. But like, Nunez is gonna go, isn't he? Unless he isn't. I think Nunez will leave. Maybe Gusnov, by the way, because Diaz needs some rest. So Gusnov. And Diaz and Guardiol can rotate with each other. They can keep each other fit. So is this what we're looking at in the Club World Cup? And then rotation between Ba. Give this man 4, yeah? This guy is next company, by the way. Yuma Ba, if you haven't watched him, don't talk to me about him. Don't talk to me about Yuma Ba if you haven't watched him. He's next company. He's not as good as company, but he's good. Right, so... I don't know. Because in the Club World Cup, I don't want to play with Nunez if he leaves, which I think he will. Because obviously we went through all of it here. I know that you guys will get angry if I have Wan-Bissaka there. So any homegrown right back, I'll put it like that. Yeah, I think he has to leave because of homegrown. And Pep doesn't rate him, like, let's be honest. So, where did I go? There we go. And then... I mean, who do you play right back? Livramento is not gonna come in until after the Club World Cup. So do you put in Akanji? You put Akanji in. He's probably gonna leave as well. What about that McFarland guy? McFarland. Maybe you can play him. McFarland Man City. Christian McFarland. Left back. Okay. Doesn't play right back, no. It's tough, isn't it? It's tough. Club World Cup. I'm not sure what our plan is there. I think our plan is probably play Akanji or Nunez, one or the other, right back until the end of the Club World Cup. Get in your Livramento, sell Akanji and Nunez. Will be forced to have a bad. Oh, I just realized something. We may have Rico Lewis, if I can find him. Not on here. Apparently he's not on here. We may have Rico Lewis. I don't know his number out of my head. We may have Lewis play in the Club World Cup. Because he's homegrown, he's outplayed. And that might mean we don't sell Lewis. Or don't even loan him out. Or maybe we do loan him out. Because think about it this way. We're selling Nunez, we're selling Akanji. We're loaning out Lewis. You still want to give him a chance. But you don't want to keep him. You loan him out to our club for 1 season. In the championship or in a lower team in the Premier League. Let him work on his physicality. And let him have a pre-season to show him off, right? In the Club World Cup. Walter Benitez is leaving PSV, by the way. You want to go get a goalkeeper. Johan Garcia no longer available. Benitez. Let's see what Benitez is. Fabrizio will probably report on it, or Plattenberg. One or the other. The element this, by the way. Not this guy. Don't care about that. Yeah, this is grim. Has either of these reported on this yet? No. Plattenberg is not doing his job right now. They need this. How do you spell his name? They need this PSV. Let's see what the news is here. I don't see any anything new here from Benitez. But I'm sure you've got your sources. Anyhow. Yeah, if Benitez, you want to get a goalkeeper, yeah? Go get Benitez. Go get Cavalier. Go get like no. Go get a solid goalkeeper. Just someone who stops shots. Like I'm tired of these goalkeepers who can't stop a shot. Dean Henderson. I would take Dean Henderson over Ederson right now. And I'm not sure if Dean Henderson is quality enough to start. I'm just sulking. You know what I'm doing? I am sulking because we have Ederson for another season. So I guess you guys will need to comfort me on that. Anyhow, you know how you can comfort me? Like and subscribe. That will do a great deal of work to comfort me. Is anyone live right now? Is anyone live? Martin is live. Big up to Martin. Done. 1 second, yeah? Give me a second. Why can't I find this? Why is YouTube not? Okay, cool. Is anyone else live? Because Martin does have a lot of viewers. But nobody else is live right now, that's the problem. Y'all ain't doing your job. I tell you, yeah, whenever I'm live streaming, I will open YouTube, everyone is live. Literally everyone is live. But then, I am live streaming, I'm about to end the stream, yeah. You know what happens? Nobody is live streaming. Literally no one. But when I look at YouTube randomly, every motherfucker on planet Earth is live. I swear it down. Anyhow, before we leave, a quick round up on transfers. on pretty much all the transfer news we've seen today. So, quick roundup. Johnny Reijnders to Man City. Here we go. 70 million euros, 60 million pounds. Remember that, 70 million euros. Let's just convert that. 70 euros in pounds is 60 million, roughly, pounds. So, 60 million pounds for him. I'd know the deal is closing in. That means nothing. If I had to guess, it'd be 45 million pounds. If I had to guess. So, we're saying 60 million and 45 million pounds hit so far. Cherki, still under the way. It's a gentleman's agreement for 25 million euros or 30 million euros. It's going to go up to 40 million euros. So 40 euros in pounds is 40 euros in pounds. That's 33 million pounds. So let's say 33 million on Cherki. And then Nouri, we already talked about, of course. And then we get 138 million pounds spent on those 3 players. Let's say Livramento is another 80 million. We've got 218 million spent on an almost full rebuild. I'm assuming no goalkeeper is coming with the way it looks right now, because there is indeed news. Oh yeah, Gibbs White doesn't come. Great news for North-Stats. We're getting this guy from Liverpool. Seems like a very experienced guy. And it looks like the goalkeepers will be staying. So it doesn't look like we will... okay, so now he says there's a strong chance that Ederson will leave, he says here. But this is more reasons. This is May. This is June. Both goalkeepers look like they're gonna stay. And that's a complete roundup here for the transfers. The complete recap, I suppose. So,